Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hub is gonna be about 15 minutes late. He's getting on at around 6. But how's everybody doing, man? We got Kenny Golladay. I think this is my first stream since we signed Kenny Golladay. So how y'all feeling about this signing? We got Ray Vaughn in the chat, Justin Hubner, Hit Squad, Logan's Giant Zone. We got Saquon in the chat. But yeah, I mean, what y'all think about this signing so far? We got Done Deal in here, hasty highlights. Shout out to all y'all coming in the chat. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna close this thing with Adoree Jackson too. I think Adoree Jackson is going to be a Giant tonight, or tomorrow morning. We'll probably get that news. And if he comes in here, man, that's a wrap right there. That's going to be a wrap. I mean, at that point, we probably don't even need it. We're probably not taking a corner in the first round. And the defense is looking crazy. I mean, just adding on Kenny Golladay was enough. I would have been happy just bringing in Leonard Williams and Kenny Golladay and then, doing some more in the draft. But we got them. We got Rudolph. We got a lot of stuff in these last couple of days, especially some nice supplementary pieces on defense, that defensive end from the Vikings. We got, I think his name is Odenabo. I still can't pronounce it. I think that might be how you pronounce it, but we got the dude from the Vikings. We got some people from we got Reggie Ragland. That's what I was trying to remember. Reggie Ragland, I think he can start for us. So anything else that we take on defense is like an add-on. It's like icing on the cake. And then I have seen that. We might sign JD Clowney, who I don't want to pay him a lot of money, but Clowney, man, if we can get him as a rotational edge rusher, I mean, he can at least get some pressures. And him beside Leonard Williams is going to be crazy. But he didn't do much besides J.J. Watt stats-wise, so I don't expect many stats from him. But he can get some pressure, stop the run. What's going on, Ray Vaughn from Virginia? Man, listen, this dude, Ray Vaughn from Virginia, been on YouTube for a while, repping the Giants, talking trash, in the Giants' behalf. We used to have to talk trash for the Giants, and we was trash. And I think we finally are going to not be trash. I really think that this is the year that we really look like a real team, man. I really think this is going to be this is going to be the best the Giants have looked in about a decade. I really think we can go out and win 11, 12 games. Even if we stay in a 16-game season, I think we could really go out, win 11, 12 games, man. And you usually don't want to overreact from free agency because all these players, they have to get used to a new team. But everything that we did, man, everything that we did this offseason, it's like we didn't just get all of the best players. We got, we got players that fit the scheme. Everybody that we brought in fits the scheme, man. So I'm excited. And this is the biggest question, man. Like if DJ doesn't do it, if he doesn't get it done with this team, we definitely have got to get another quarterback. But I think DJ is going to get it done. Yeah, I think we'll get Adoree Jackson, man. And yeah, we deserve it, man. Giants fans in general deserve it. But if you've been on YouTube, especially in the TTC talking trash on the Giants' behalf, you really deserve it because we used to talk trash and every week we would lose, win 3 or 4 games. But I think that's it, man. I mean, y'all go ahead and type in the chat. If we sign Adoree Jackson, I mean, I'm thinking we probably will not go out and sign a corner. We probably won't draft a corner. So if we go out and take Adoree Jackson, where do y'all want to go at 11? Because I'm seeing Slater. I'm mostly seeing Slater. I'm still thinking Waddle. I'm still thinking Waddle, but I wouldn't be mad with Slater. Yeah, that's right. Done deal, Giants Mafia Legends. But shout out to DJ Smooth for the $2 super chat. Diggy, what's up? We balling. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, we are balling this year. I really just don't see, even if we get an average DJ, I just don't see how this team doesn't win 11, 12 games or more. I mean, they gave him everything. They gave him almost pretty much everything to break out next year. He's going to have Saquon back. He's going to have Kenny Golladay now. even if we don't add another receiver, Sterling Shepard is a good number 2. Slayton, I think, is a good number 2. I don't think he's a number 1 at all, but I think Slayton could be a number 2. And then you got Kyle Rudolph, who's going to catch the ball on all these little stick and nod routes. Evan Ingram can finally be a move tight end. And, then you look at the only thing is probably the offensive line. That's any kind of a question, but all the weapons that we have. And then if we go out and add a Waddle in the draft in the first round, it's no excuses, man. No excuses. I don't care what plays we call, and people should be open. I wouldn't be mad at that either. If we took Slater and Wyatt Davis, I wouldn't be mad at doubling up on that offensive line. What's going on, AJ? Yeah, I see he does have injury issues, and I have seen a couple of Jags fans, a couple of Titans fans tell me that Adoree Jackson isn't as good as we think. But I think he'll be at the very worst a solid number 2. I don't think he'll be bad. Like, I don't think he'll be worse than what we had last year. And we didn't really, our defense was good last year, and we didn't really have we had basically the equivalent of a number 4 cornerback playing that number 2 spot. So I think Adoree Jackson could come in and be a good corner for us, at least at the number 2 spot. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I would not be mad at Slater and Wyatt Davis, or Slater and maybe we take Creed Humphrey. Hey, I appreciate the support, Aaron. Exactly. He's their corner 1. He would be our second corner, so I wouldn't be mad. But shout out to JT Carroll for the $4.99. Trade back and get a hog in the first, get an edge in the second, and get a hog in the third, get a 5th in the trade. I don't know. I mean, I think if we trade back far enough, we might be able to get an extra 3 or extra 2. So I'm looking to get that extra 2 or extra 3 because I think that's where all of the offensive line and all of the edge depth is in that second, third round. I think we could do that definitely. But I don't. I wouldn't have no issues trading back. We pick 42, so that's the 10th overall pick in the second round. We picked 10th in the second round. And yeah, Jabril Peppers. I think we're going to extend Jabril Peppers. I think we're going to extend him. If we sign Adoree Jackson, I think Jabril Peppers is going to have to get extended, or we're going to have to restructure somebody. But shout out to DJ Smooth for the $2 super chat. Waddle or Chase or Smith. It's Jamar Chase all day, but it's no way that Jamar Chase is going to be there. I'm thinking it's going to be elite. I really do. Really do think it's going to be elite. I think it'll be elite even if we take a corner, second round, and we don't get Adoree Jackson, or if we get that corner first round, I think it'll be elite. But if we get Adoree, oh man, that's going to be crazy. I'm not mad at Elijah Vera Tucker. I think he's a good player too. But shout out to Ray Vaughn from Virginia for the $5 super chat. He said shout out to Jabril Peppers for his recruiting skills. Yeah, definitely, man. I definitely, Jabril Peppers and Logan Ryan, they really doing their thing. We were saying, 2 days ago on my live, we were saying that Logan Ryan said he was going to recruit people, and we haven't seen anybody come from the Titans or the Patriots. But right after that, the Adoree Jackson news popped out. So they doing their thing. Would I rather have Waddle and Smith or just Chase? Jamar Chase, I think, is the best receiver in the draft. But if you're giving me both receivers, nah, I'd rather have Waddle and Smith than just one player. I definitely would rather have 2. But Jamar Chase is the best receiver. I don't think the Jags will trade for Ingram. I think the Jags are looking to take Pat Freiermuth at 25, or they probably take Pat Freiermuth at 25, or look to take him at the beginning of that second round. The Hub is streaming tonight. The Hub is about to jump in this stream in the next couple minutes. I didn't know he was streaming again tonight. I didn't know that. I think you might be looking at him retweeting my stream. Hey, I don't think he's going live tonight after this. Shout out to JT Carroll for the $5 super chat. He said we're gonna get Ronnie Perkins. I wouldn't be mad at Ronnie Perkins. I think we just listen. If we can get an edge in the first 3 rounds, if we can get an offensive lineman that starts in the first 3 rounds, and we can get I mean, all of these dudes are going to start for us. And at this point, everything is icing. The only questions that you could say is the offensive line and edge rusher. And if we get Clowney, that kind of slims out that edge rusher position even more. So we got a lot of spots that we filled in just a couple of days, and we're not a whole bunch of big signings. We got Leonard Williams back. That's a big signing, but we retained our own player, so that's not as much of a risk. And then we signed Kenny Golladay to a big contract. Other than that, all of these dudes have been second, third level signings. And shout out to DJ Smooth for the $2 super chat. Parsons or Clowney, we talking 5. Hey, listen, top 5, yeah. Parsons and Clowney, man, that linebacking core, man. Listen, Blake Martinez, Clowney, Michael Parsons, Reggie Ragland. Who else we got? What's his name? Why can't I always forget dude's name for some reason? I know we got O'Shane Zimenez. I don't really think too much of him because he always disappears. Lorenzo Carter. That linebacking core is going to be so versatile. Carter Coughlin. Everybody can play inside and out. Besides probably Clowney. Besides Clowney, everybody can move inside and out. Everybody can rush the passer to a certain and JT Carroll knew exactly who I was talking about. And yeah, we don't call him Tate Crowder anymore. We call him Tate Crawford. We call him Tate Crawford. Oh, that's your jersey swap? You made that jersey swap? If you did, man, that's lit. I've been playing with Photoshop for a while, but I can never get these jersey swaps how I want them. But we got the hub popping in here, man. What's going on?
What's up, bros? What up, everybody in the chat? I'm now just popping in. We got 105 people watching, but how many likes do we have? We only got 22 likes. That doesn't add up.
Yeah, we got to get those likes up, man.
How you get 22 likes?
I mean, listen, when I jump in people's lives, I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes I don't like it because I'm just watching the chat. But listen, the Golladay stuff is going crazy, man. First off, I haven't gotten your opinion of the Golladay signing on live because I think Friday he hadn't gotten signed yet. So just give a quick synopsis of what you think Golladay is going to bring here day one.
Day one, he's the best wide receiver we've had in like 5 years. Because I'm saying 5 years to like actually 5 years since 2016. Because 2016 Odell was like the last true number one, wide receiver we had. Odell after that, he had the injury 2017. 2018, he was healthy a little bit, but it wasn't the same impact that he was in 2016. This might be a hot take for some people, but I feel like that was the height of his career. That 2016 year. It was by far his best year in the NFL. He was almost unstoppable. Like you can make an argument that year he was the best wide receiver in the league.
Like the offense was nothing else on the offense.
Yeah. Like we had
he was willing
we had no running
to
game.
The playoffs, man.
He was literally the only thing on that offense that was working, right? Oh, I'm gonna let you get that from Lucas. That's a good super chat.
Shout out to Lucas Aiken for and first of all, Lucas is my first member. I know I've been a little slow with the content on my members, but I'm gonna get out some content real soon. So stay tuned for that, Lucas. But legendary super chat for the $19. $19 super chat. 19 for 19. Hopefully Kenny Golladay keeps that same 19 number.
Bro,
hopefully
I don't know,
he does get 19 touchdowns.
I don't know if he's gonna get 19, bro. The legendary Joe Webb is number 19 for the Giants right now, bro.
Yeah, he's coming off of that. He's got to come off of that number.
But yeah, like I was saying,
the funny thing when it's like some back end of the roster player that just holds that number.
Remember when Logan came here, Logan Ryan, like he was like, I'm not asking for 26 from Saquon. But yeah,
you can't do that.
Kenny Golladay is the best wide receiver we have in 5 years. He was the best option on the market, and he comes in and he's the best wide receiver we had in 5 years, but he's like the biggest wide receiver we've had in like 10 years, which is crazy when you think about it. Day one, he was a lot of the reason that people liked him so much is because he was a perfect match for the offense, not only for DJ. Like I've seen many tweets and many people talking about the stats. Like they literally have similar stats when DJ passing down the field is like 620 yards or something like that. And Kenny Golladay by himself has like 620 yards downfield, I think on passes that are 20 plus yards or more. So he had all that production by himself for the entire Giants wide receiving core that I had last year. He fits DJ in that way. He fits the offense in the fact that, when you're looking for not necessarily a Dez Bryant type receiver as in play style, but in terms of build, that's what Jason Garrett seems comfortable with running his offense. When he had a guy like Dez, it was actually going down the field a little bit. When he got Cooper in, was it 17 or 18? They went back to going down the field a little bit. Like, he fits it that way as well. He is a big body possession wide receiver that can get separation sometimes. I've seen some people actually sleeping on his ability to get separation.
Yeah, like they show like one play where someone runs down the field with him. And
I'm like, he's not known for that, but don't let that fool you. Like, he's obviously known for the great body control, him using his body to bully cornerbacks, and he gets down the field. I mean, like, you're not a deep threat unless you can't get down the field, guys. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, right? So obviously he could get down the field a little bit. And like, he automatically opens up the receiving game for us and thus automatically opens up the run game for us. Like, he brings a lot to the team by just being a legitimate number one wide receiver.
Exactly. I mean, that's my first thing, is not necessarily exactly what he's going to do stats wise, because I already think he's going to make a lot of big plays just because of his play style. Even if he's covered, he's going to make a lot of big plays, and DJ is known to give people chances. So I'm not necessarily worried about that, but he's going to come here and he's going to, I like this comment. He said he got that COVID-19 separation.
1919, bro. I don't think it's a coincidence.
That would be a legendary nickname. See, you can't call somebody that, but it'd be a legendary nickname, the 6 feet of separation. But yeah, basically what he's going to open up for Saquon. Saquon has not had a number one since his rookie year, and you saw, even with just defenses having to be in the routine of planning for a number one receiver, even when Odell wasn't playing, defenses were set up a certain way because they're used to playing Odell. Mm-hmm. And after that, I mean, they're just stacking the box. You can't stack the box like that when we have a dominant number one receiver. And people are saying he's not an elite receiver. He's not Calvin Johnson. He's not Randy Moss.
Listen, by the way, before you go, it's funny you bring up Calvin Johnson. I was on like an hour phone call today with John Doe, who was in the chat, by the way. Shout out to him. He was talking to some Lions fans, and he was looking at Lions fans, and take this with a grain of salt, but some Lions fans called him Baby Megatron when he was in Detroit.
Yeah, they called him that, and they were Lions fans. But the thing is, he doesn't have to be an all-time great receiver or even a top 5 receiver. There are 32 teams in the NFL. Probably there's about 22, flat-out number one receivers. Mm-hmm. Maybe 22, and a couple of them are in the same team. And I think he's within that 22. And I think he's probably a top 15 receiver if he can be healthy. So as long as we have somebody that the defense have had to say, listen, if we just leave him one-on-one, he's going to destroy us, which I think is true. You have to plan for him, and you cannot play cover 0. We can't. Mm-hmm. I don't ever want to see that coverage again. I don't want to ever see it again, because
teams automatically know that, by the way. Like, that you've seen it. It hasn't been covered greatly because the Giants have always been a franchise that a lot of people love to hate on. But for those that have recognized it, like, other players are recognizing it, coaches are recognizing it, media outlets, they're starting to see what's happening. Like, for the first time in a long time, PFF actually graded our offseason fairly. Like, last year, I don't think they gave us a fair grade. This season, I think they graded us as one of the best offseasons so far in the NFL. Like, people are noticing because, well, it's hard not to at this point.
CC Brown.
And by the way, another thing Kenny does for us, I already talked about all the indirect stuff. Another indirect thing that he brings for us is that we literally can go anywhere in the draft now.
Yeah, but we got Big Blue in the Bronx on here.
What up,
having a donut or a bagel or something. I'll let him finish. Donut. Oh, okay. But you can finish your thought, Hub, and then I guess
I was gonna say, so like, during the season on the field production, we all know that we talked about, or that's why I kind of focus on the indirect positives he's gonna bring. Now for the draft, you don't need to go receiver at 11 anymore like I thought you had to before. You still should get another receiver in the draft, in my opinion, but like, you could really do that 3rd round and farther, in my opinion. Now, it's almost as if it's gonna be best player available at 11. Depending on if we get Jackson. If we don't get Jackson, I'll probably go corner. But at this point, with the way it's looking, how that deal's going to go out, it's looking like BPA at 11, which is something we haven't been able to say for a while. And when you're picking in the 1st round and your thought is BPA, that's a really good thing, because it means you really don't got any holes.
Yeah. But let's see. There's a Twitter account, and it looks like people on here respect this account. because I don't see anybody doubting it. So he doesn't have a lot of followers, but people are taking him serious. It says the Giants and free agent Adoree Jackson have agreed to a contract. They're just working out the numbers. So I guess maybe
What's the name?
guaranteed or
Film football.
it's called Film
like
Talk Football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that tweet too.
So
DM me
it
on
seems like
Instagram.
it's pretty reputable because I don't see anybody doubting it. So looks like we'll probably get that news tomorrow or later tonight. But shout out to Big Pat Sports Talk for the $2 super chat. Hey, I got a great idea for us on game days, fellas. Well, let us know. Let us know. I think you have us on Twitter, so yeah, let us know. But Big Blue, what are you thinking of this signing?
Obviously, in the beginning, like I would say towards like February, I'm like, we'll see if we get Golladay and his injury history, and also, he does produce on the field. But I think definitely this is a good situation for the Giants where they, as I talked about last night on my stream, there were, many times that Dallas, even though Garrett was not the offensive coordinator and Kellen Moore was, or Scott Linehan, they were always talking about clamoring for the big play receiver. Kenny Golladay is that. And, back then when they got Amari Cooper, he seemed to be that guy. And obviously, coming off a 6-10 season, you're going to have to obviously plug some needs. And to be honest, obviously a lot of Giant fans didn't expect to do what they did this free agency in terms of signing Leonard Williams and Kenny Golladay. Nobody expected both. I mean, I didn't even expect both. But especially
you guys saw the cap breakdown. He's only $4.5 million against the cap this year. Amazing.
Yeah, over the next 2 years, he doesn't count for a lot.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, coming off a 6-10 season, as I said, you're gonna need holes to fill. Excuse me, but especially with the wide receiver, not necessarily as big of a need as it was before. BPA is a great situation to be in terms of drafting at 11, coming off a 6-10 season where you just missed the playoffs in a Mickey Mouse year. About Adoree Jackson, though, I've kind of formulated this opinion in the last 24 hours. I'll see with him, to be honest. I wouldn't be against it like I would be 100% against Jadeveon Clowney coming here. Adoree Jackson, obviously last year, if anyone looks at the stats or anything, keep in mind he did play on a very bad defense. I mean, even with Desmond King, you look at his stats from last year, they just, inflated once he got to Tennessee. And, obviously, again, there was bad defense. The year before, as far as stats goes, I mean, obviously there's film to study with this part, but he allowed a 66.7 completion percentage. So, and he only allowed one touchdown, but the completion percentage could go down. But as I said, if we were able to take a former first-round pick and translate him into like maybe half or 75% of what he's supposed to be, thanks to Patrick Graham and the DB coaches, I'm all for it.
I think you might have missed a super chat, by the way,
Yeah, I have it. I have it on the screen now. Shout out to JT Carroll for the $4.99 super chat. My best friend's a huge Lions fan. Has signed Golladay. He has a signed Golladay jersey. Calls him Baby Megatron as well. He thinks DJ and Golladay will be special. Yeah, I just feel like this is the perfect receiver for DJ. Like I said, I don't think he's the best receiver in the league, but I do think that he's the perfect receiver. But I'll read off these cap hits that Jordan Renan tweeted out a little bit earlier, just so you all can just see the wizardry that these NFL teams, first of all, should have been doing for years. But this pandemic has made them have to do this year. So projected cap hits for 2021. Kyle Rudolph, $4.75 million. Kenny Golladay, $4.5 million. So that's a lower cap hit than Rudolph. Austin Jackson, $3 million. Devontae Booker, $2.5. A lot of people have their ideas about that. John Ross is $1.8 million. Mike Glennon is $988,000, which I believe is a steal for what I think is a solid backup quarterback. And Reggie Ragland, who might be a starter for us, $988,000. So that's about what? About 14 or 15 million spent for 2021 for all the players that we got. And then you have to include the Leonard Williams thing too, but that's kind of separate.
Yeah, that's not bad. And obviously, for the fans that were obviously overreacting, or at least just, in their opinions, Booker, $3 million a year, same thing with Austin Johnson. Does it really matter now? I mean, we got Kenny Golladay, and
exactly.
Now we could be getting Adoree Jackson, whether you like him or not. As I said, I'm optimistic on him. But there was a point I was – oh, by the way, should we even trust a lot of people when they're coming out with the cap, or are they actually down to like $2 million? Because I feel like with the moves that the Giants are making, they're keeping some stuff in-house and releasing it later.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But shout out to DJ Smooth for the $5 super chat. I've been too hard on DJ. Why am I saying DJ? DG. He deserves some blame, but he's been good in 2021. 2, it's more Shermer, though, and I felt like it wasn't totally his fault in 18 and 19. Yeah. I mean, the same people that are giving Joe Judge all of this credit, and you think that the coach has so much input in the free agent signings, which he should to a certain extent, that also goes into you have to give Pat Shermer some of the blame.
By the way,
you can't give Gettleman all the blame.
This is because shout out to DJ Smooth because me, him, and Alex and him have been kind of going at it for a while. But he came on the stream last night, Alex. We talked it out. It seems like we kind of brought him around.
I mean, we brought him around, and he started erratic first. He's like, "Oh, Dave Gettleman's a puppet," and he went back and forth. But I guess we kind of put him in a different mindset, which is always good. And I mean, I never thought he would come on the stream, but he did, and he tried showing his part. But we did prove him wrong, and he's on the I'd say better side of things now.
Exactly, and that just shows you we can have completely different opinions, and we can talk it out. Everything's cool. But shout out to Sticky Fingertips, Z12 for the $5 super chat. The wizardry only works this year. Voidable years and huge backloads only work with the $10 billion ESPN cap explosions. Jerry tipped it off with that contract. Yeah, I mean, I think some of the techniques that they use can be used in the future. But, of course, the backloading, of course, can only work when your cap is this low and you are coming out with a lot of new TV deals. But I sent a couple of links out to some people to get some more people into to get into a mock draft. If they don't join soon, then I'll just get started. And if whenever they join, we'll see.
By the way, I know that my tweets don't get very far. I mean, I have a couple hundred followers, but only a couple people actually like it and whatnot. But I did put out a poll yesterday. I got 55 votes. The question was, what do Giants fans prefer at 11? 49% of them voted for O-line, Slater or Darisaw. 40% voted for wide receiver, and 10.9% voted for corner. So it's at least from these choices and those fans that voted, it's looking like they want one of the tackles there at 11.
Yeah, it seems like Giants Nation is heavily towards tackle, which, I mean, are we giving Matt Parrott the shot? Because if they believe a lot in Matt Parrott, I don't see us taking Slater to be a tackle. He'd be the right guard, which probably means we're not taking Wyatt Davis in the second round because, we already feel that we have our right guard. So
I'm still on the train of get Davis in the second and BPA at 11. That's what I'm on right now.
All right. Okay, we got Big Pat coming in.
What up, Pat?
That's easy. He in his car.
Can you hear us?
Yo, what's going
on?
Sir? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
But let me get to this super chat real quick. Wait 1 second. DJ Smooth, shout out to you for the $2 super chat. Y'all writing off Sewell at 11. I'm not. I don't think there's any way that Sewell
is making it there.
Sewell at 11 is like Jamar Chase at 11. You got to hope.
Like if Sewell makes it, I think there's more of a shot that Jamar Chase gets to 11 than Sewell, because first off, there's just no way. There's no way that the Bengals should pass on him. There's no way that the Eagles should pass on Sewell. There's no way that the Cowboys should pass on Sewell. There's a lot of teams that really could use him at tackle, and if not, there's teams that could plug him in at guard because I think he'd be so good there. So I just don't see him falling all the way to 11. But if he did, that's just the perfect scenario.
I got a question actually, and this is more of a kind of a guess question. Someone brought it up, but not in the question form. Are we still going to be seeing rotational offensive linemen with guys like Cam Fleming on? Are we going to see Nate Solder at right tackle at different points, or are we just going to plug the starting 5 in?
No,
I don't think we'll see as much rotation. Oh.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I agree with exactly what you said, Diggy. I think last year was the rotation year. This year, we're probably just gonna see who they think is gonna be the starting 5. Maybe the right tackle changes a bit. Maybe for some odd reason, Solder does beat out Peart in training camp and he starts the first couple of games and then Peart takes over. But I think for the most part, we're gonna see the starting 5.
One of the guard spots too, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, like Hernandez and Lemieux might just still do the same thing they did last year. So maybe we might have the same amount of rotation. If Parrott ends up being a backup again, we might have that same amount of rotation.
I can see Nate Solder actually winning out that right tackle position, and Matt Pert playing the role of Cam Fleming like he did last year. They're going to rotate Pert and Nate Solder at right tackle, I believe. If Nate Solder starts to struggle, then Pert will be inserted as the main right tackle, and I believe Solder can play guard. I think he did it earlier in his Patriots career, so I think they'll rotate him and Lemieux out at right guard.
Yeah. All right. Well, no one else has popped in so far, so I'm gonna get into this mock draft. But I guess Big Pat, you can give your opinion on what are you gonna say?
Yo, Dig, that idea I had for us. We can alternate channels and everything. Me, you, Hub, whoever. We got a whole group of us. What do y'all think about doing a pregame Giants show every Sunday around like 10?
Around 10. I'm usually busy on the Sunday mornings, but I could definitely look into that. That sounds pretty cool.
Same here.
Real quick, Big Pat, can you repeat what it was?
What if we could do a pregame show around like 10 before the games on Sundays? We can alternate channels if you want to do that. Or like I said, I know I just got a co-host for True Big Blue on Mondays at 8. I'm gonna announce that later today. But for like on game days on Sundays, we can alternate channels and doing a weekly pregame show. You know how NFL Fox got their pregame shows and everything before the games. Shoot, why don't Giants Nation connect and do one for the Giants before the games?
That's gonna be out for me for the foreseeable future because like my dad uses the computer before I do on Sundays, which is like it's already hard for me to do the actual calling the game because it starts at 1. So like I like, but there's gonna be some days when I can do it. And if there's some days I could do it, I'll hit you up on Twitter.
Yeah, if you do that, I can definitely jump in sometimes, but a lot of times I'm busy in the mornings. But hey, JBB Menti, that's exactly what we're about to do. We're exactly about to get into a mock draft now.
And I've heard Adoree Jackson is all but locked up. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. That's definitely what I'm hearing. All right, share screen.
Waterfly, if the game is at 4, then yeah, I could do it. But like for 1 o'clock games, that's definitely going to be out.
Yeah. Let's see.
And DJ Smooth.
But before we get to the...
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll just read them off. Shout out to DJ Smooth for the $2 super chat. We beating Dallas. I think we should beat a lot of teams, man. I think we should beat a lot of teams.
We should have swept them last year.
I think we didn't. We split with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We should have swept them last year, is what I said.
Yep.
Yeah, the refs screwed us out of that first game. I'm going to be honest with you.
Can you imagine how different the season would have been
Andy
if we actually
Dalton
did
thing,
get
man.
that win?
Yeah, I mean, if we just win the Andy Dalton no call on that throw, that holding.
They call back to Andrew Thomas playing the end zone.
And then if Evan Ingram would have caught that ball, that's 2 extra wins right there.
We would have swept our division.
That's 2 extra, exactly. And I think that's a lot more progress than we made in the last couple of years. But let's get into this mock draft. I'll start it off as usual. I'll start this off and just take Trevor Lawrence. I don't think the Jaguars did anything that's going to change the fact that they're going to take Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence been the number 1 pick ever since he announced he was coming out.
Ever since he announced he was coming out of high school, he was the number 1 pick.
Right.
But we got the Jets pick up before Hub makes his pick. DJ Smooth with the $2 super chat is saying, why is everybody saying Donald is gone? And that's something that I'm saying. I really think that they're going to give him another shot. I think they brought in the Corey Davis, and I think they're probably going to give him a couple of more weapons. And I think he's going to get another shot this year.
If that's the case, then let me go with Sewell at 2. Shake it up.
Exactly.
Damn.
Here we go.
I think the Jets are going to throw a monkey wrench in everybody's plans because everybody got them taking a quarterback.
I think they'll either trade that pick or take another player. Because think about it, 2 years ago when we played the Jets, Sam Darnold looked pretty good, and he had Robbie Anderson, and then they take away his number 1 receiver, and then they just expect him to get better. That's just not going to work. Hey, KB, I sent you a link on Twitter about 30 minutes ago. I'll send it again. But we got this next pick with the Dolphins.
Oh, let's see.
And
They
you
signed
just
Will
messed
Fuller in
over the
free
Dolphins right
agency.
there with that Penny Sewell pick.
Yeah, kind of stole it from me. I'll take Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase at 3. That makes me so happy because he's not going to Philadelphia.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought I sent him the link, but I sent him I just sent him a text. What's going on, man?
What up, guys?
Y'all peep the shirt he got on? That's what I'm talking about.
I don't see it.
The Wayne
Yeah,
Train.
Rip.
Okay. Wayne Train shirt.
All right, it's on me, gentlemen.
Yep, for the Falcons.
All right. Here, they don't throw a monkey wrench in anything. They take Zach Wilson, quarterback, BYU.
Yo, real quick, guys, is Zeke washed?
Is he washed? I don't think he's
No.
washed. I think he just doesn't care too
No.
much anymore.
It could
'Cause
be.
I think the loss of Dak Prescott really hinders him.
Yeah.
I believe those two go together. If they're not together,
Yeah.
I don't think they're effective.
'Cause
I
just
think
saw
they're
a
like
tweet.
twins. Like like if there's like kids and they're twins
Yeah.
and they're playing like on a basketball team together and one twin is injured, the other twin like they give like half effort. I feel like that's how Zeke and Dak feel because they
What
came
it
out
is-
they came out the same year.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I saw
what it
this
is
tweet,
with those
right?
two
Okay.
is Zeke.
I think there might be a
Zeke
lag.
needs Dak's leadership. Zeke needs Dak's leadership, and Dak needs Zeke's pressure relief off him having to be the ultimate passer. When those two are together, they're a pretty good force. Healthy and together, they're a damn good force together.
Yeah, no, I found it funny because I saw this tweet that said the running backs in our division is so good, and you got Gibson, Barkley. Why am I forgetting the name of the running back in Philadelphia? Sanders, and
Miles
then they got
Sanders is a
and then they
beast.
got a picture of Tony Pollard instead of Zeke for the Cowboys, and I was like, that's hilarious.
Listen, man, I think first off, I think
think
Antonio
that's just a
Gibson is the
troll.
most overrated running back, man. I really do.
I think he's a really good like scat back type of guy, receiving back. You know what I'm saying? That I don't think he's a workhorse running back, like a prototypical running back. Remember, he's a wide receiver in college.
Exactly.
So
I think
Yeah,
they're
I tried to
Gibson.
mock Najee Harris to Washington, and I got
And they got
quite a bit
mad.
of hate for it. Yeah,
they're
I'm
so
like,
high. Like he's not that good,
like
man. He's
Najee
really
Harris,
not.
if he goes to Washington, he's taking that job easily.
Exactly.
I just
it's
think
not a debate.
It's just the thing is, they put so much stock in that offense of Washington's offense. If you watch Washington, they use Gibson like the majority of the time, like for anything, whether it be like a sweep or a regular handoff or catch out the backfield, whatever. They have so much invested in Gibson, so I feel like they love him that much. I don't think they would go Najee Harris.
But yeah, let me get to this super chat. Shout out to Heartstorm Meter with the $2. He got a great channel. Guys, go check him out. Yo, shout out, brothers. Love this collab.
Oh damn! His face is replacing mine.
I know.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's funny.
too many people in here. But by the way, I set this mock draft to 2 rounds. So probably when we finish this one up or whenever we end up stopping, that'll end up the stream. But just to let y'all know, in case we don't, going off a whole bunch of tangents.
Mhm.
Who you got at 5 there, KB?
Let me see. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna switch it up. I usually always go Slater here. I'm gonna switch it up and go Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I love it. I love
I
it.
can see that too.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to
Oh, it's on
Moho,
my
bro.
list.
Thank you for tuning in, Moho. The view is appreciated.
Yeah. All right. Let's see the Eagles. I'm picking for these bombs again. I'm gonna take Justin Fields for the Eagles.
I can see that happening as well. I think they go Trey Lance though, not Justin Fields.
I think
but
they
can
do
see
like
them
Trey
taking
Lance a
quarterback.
lot, but I don't think they expected Justin Fields to be here.
Okay. I got 7 with Detroit. And yeah, I'm going to go Smith.
All right.
Whose phone's going off?
Good question.
If it was a
Something
buzz, it was me.
But we got Don Murray, Detroit in the build. Hey, listen, we have an alliance with you guys. We're cool.
Yeah,
Detroit is
man.
cool
we
here.
actually got
Listen,
two
bro.
of that
Y'all
play.
gave us Ragland and Golladay, bro. I'm cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll take it.
One thing I'd like to add just before I make this pick, obviously, with the Dallas thing, it obviously with his deterioration.
Whoa, wait a second. We're not taking a wide receiver? Okay, don't then.
See what happens. The thing with Dallas, and I'm not a Dallas defender by any stretch of imagination, but with probably Zeke's decrease in stats or deterioration in stats could be due. I don't know how much they run the football. I don't know the percentages of the pass rate and the run rate, but I know Mike McCarthy kind of suppressed the running game in Green Bay the last couple of years. Could that possibly have been the same thing in Dallas? And the second thing is obviously their whole offensive line was out. So again, I'm not a Zeke defender, but I think those are two situations that could pile in to his regression in the latest year. But I think I'm going to throw maybe a little bit of a monkey wrench into this one. We'll see how that happens. But I'm going to take Micah Parsons here.
I think that could happen. If his off the field stuff is clean, I think that could happen.
Luke Kuechly replacement.
No, not Luke Kuechly.
No, he's not a Mike.
I saw somebody say like he looks exactly like he reminds me exactly of Luke Kuechly. I said you must not have watched him play.
He has the potential to be like that, but I don't think he has Luke Kuechly.
I don't think he has the potential to do it because he doesn't have the instinct.
Yeah, that's not the type of player he is.
He has the physical ability to do it, not the instinct. Yeah, and I don't think you just learn instincts like that.
All right,
if the Panthers pass on if they pass on Trey Lance, oh man.
Don't sleep on the Broncos taking Trey Lance now if he's there. Don't sleep on that.
I wouldn't sleep on that either.
With the Broncos, they just signed Kyle Fuller. So with their number 9 pick, I was going to say Trey Lance. That's what I was going to say.
Here we go.
Man, that would Drew Lock is out
I
of
like
there.
Drew Lock, but
I like Lock, but yeah, it's.
I don't think Drew Lock's the answer, folks.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the answer either.
Here's the thing, though. I would ask a question, especially because we're all Giants fans. Has Drew Lock looked any worse than Daniel Jones?
Yes, he has.
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing is, people can look at the stats and say, yeah, Drew Lock has played better or Drew Lock, blah, blah, blah. But when you watch both of them on the field, especially when we just
Drew
saw
Lock has also had more help at wide receiver.
Yeah,
and he's played in the same offense.
He had Sutton, he had Judy, he got Tim Patrick, he got
I mean, he had Judy looking like a bomb. I was like, what's going on with Jerry Judy? But I mean, listen, Drew Lock just played in the same offense that DJ played in last year. And I would say DJ looked better without the fumbles, which he fixed this year. I would say DJ would look better his rookie year than Drew Lock did last year in his second year, but in the same offense. Look, this dude is not a fan of Drew Lock.
Diggy, before we started the mock, when it was just me and you, I was telling you how I've seen some people saying that Golladay can't get separation. Well, the Lions fan here is saying Golladay can't get separation. I respectfully disagree, bro. He can. It's not what he's known for, but he can.
Did you see what he did to Prince of Mukamara?
Well, to be fair,
that guy
it
has
is
to
Prince.
set the speed, man. When I tell you the deep dig route and the deep inside route, is going to be amazing this year.
It's just like he's not going to run all of the flashy routes, but the routes that he does run well, he runs well.
You know who he reminds me of? And of course, this only makes sense because everybody calls me a Dallas fan, and I'm picking for Dallas. He reminds me a lot of Dez Bryant in his prime. Dez Bryant running those deep dig routes and just snagging balls over people, 50-50 balls. Kind of reminds me of Dez Bryant. But with my Dallas pick and perfect timing here, I'm going to take Rashawn Slater.
Oh yeah, I like that pick.
Yeah, just because usually he hasn't fallen this far, so I just pick him up.
And that probably that probably messes up if the Giants wanted to go O-line. So I think at this point the Giants are looking at Jalen Waddle on the board, and that looks like a good pick. They're looking at Surtain on the board, but it's looking like they're going to get Adoree Jackson, and I don't think they'll sign Adoree and take Surtain here. I don't see Surtain as like a generational corner. So
Waddle. But
you're looking at Waddle here, man.
Waddle.
You're looking at Waddle or trading back.
Who would you trade back with? I would definitely entertain that.
I would trade back to wherever I could trade back to and still get Azeez Ojulari. And my thing is,
I
the
think I
only
could-
teams that I can see possibly, in any world possibly taking Ojulari is the Vikings. That's the only team I could possibly see, in the next couple picks taking Ojulari. And I think they will probably take Kwity Paye.
Yeah,
So,
I think they'll take Paye.
I'm looking to either trade back or take Waddle. The chat is saying Caleb Farley, who for some reason is not on the
No,
board.
if you
all the way at the
scroll up,
bottom.
if you scroll up a little bit, it was Waddle.
He's there.
for sure.
He's there.
It was Waddle
18.
too.
Yeah, man. Come on now, Jalen Waddle, one of the best wide receivers in this class.
Like
right
I said, I feel like he's a generational kind of wide receiver, and I'm
Mhm.
going to take Waddle
Mhm.
because of that.
A wholehearted, like everybody wants us to go different picks here because we got Kenny and we always draft Waddle when we do these mock drafts, but it's the only pick that really makes a lot of sense. Like, we can't miss on Waddle, man. If he's there, you take him.
Waddle will be our kick returner and punt returner immediately.
Yes,
And I believe he supplants Darius Slayton as the number 2 receiver going towards the end of the season.
Oh yeah, no,
Well,
the
the number 2
season,
is Shepard right now, so
you can't take him at 11 and just roll him out. Sometimes he's the
Yeah.
number 2 at the beginning of the season. He
he's
better
the number
be.
2. He's
Well,
supplanting
the number 2
Shepard.
outside receiver.
Yeah,
Shepard may be the number 2 overall, but the number 2 outside receiver
For
will
sure,
be
yeah.
Waddle when we run 3 receiver sets.
I 100% agree there.
Can you imagine the deep dig route with Golladay, Waddle streaming up the field? You gotta respect him over the top. Man, it's gonna be crazy, man.
We can go
that's
from
like
the
this Madden
0
play.
to hero real quick, man. Yeah,
It's
Madden
this
Ultimate
Madden play
Team.
like a couple years ago where you run a deep post and a streak and like a slant route, and like just because of the speed, somebody's always wide open. That's exactly.
Can you imagine Waddle on quick slants with Kenny Golladay? Because you got to double.
Yeah.
I'll tell
God.
you, when Daniel Jones takes his first snap with these guys, he's gonna be like,
He's
oh my
gonna be
God,
like,
so
oh my
many
God.
options. So many options. Where do I go? I mean,
By the way, I
And
do want to say,
then I know we don't like Evan Ingram, but could you imagine Evan Ingram on the slot on like a linebacker or something? Because they have to use all their DBs and safeties on our receivers.
yeah, and hopefully he
Like
catches
this
the ball.
offense can be the Autobahn, man. We got so much speed on offense, man. It's ridiculous.
and I will
we
say,
got-
I don't want Giants fans to be mad if we don't take Waddle if he's there and we go somewhere else because I want Waddle too. It's like, I mean, there's a reason I mocked the guy to us multiple times. But if we don't take him and say we take a receiver like in the 3rd or 4th, don't sleep. A lot of people forgot about him. Don't sleep on Slayton now. He still got 700 yards last year as like the number 2, some people say the number 1, going up against number 1 outside corners. If he's going to be back now with a legit number 1 and he's playing on the opposite of that guy and he's facing number 2 competition again, he's going to be really good.
He had the quietest
I
700
think-
yards I've ever seen too.
Yeah,
I think him and Golladay can be 1,000-yard receivers, both of them. Because I think Slayton against the second cornerback one-on-one.
Don't forget about Kenny
Golladay,
Golladay.
bro.
Don't forget about Kenny Golladay. He's going to be the 1,000-yard guy. Hopefully.
That's what I'm saying. Him
he said both.
and Golladay.
He said both.
Oh, I thought you talking about Slayton.
Yeah, Slayton and Golladay. Even if we don't take Waddle, Slayton on the number 2 cornerback in the season, because a lot of people don't recognize that the dude had almost 800 yards and he was getting double covered just about all game.
like a
because
number
he was
1.
the only weapon.
Henry Hunter has a pretty interesting comment here. I want to get your guys' opinions because I've been saying the opposite for the past couple of days on Twitter. I think the Giants don't have that many needs on defense. I mean, in my opinion, the defense was fixed last year, and whatever holes we had, we filled in already in free agency. Like, we don't have that many needs.
I don't
It's
even
like
think
this.
Our pass rush just got better. I think
Yeah,
our
I
pass
mean,
rush got better with that guy
the
from
dude
the Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Odenigbo,
I
or-
believe
That's what I've
he's
been
a pass
saying.
rush specialist.
And people got to
I
remember.
mean, you could say edge, but it worked last year. We didn't have a dominant edge. And if we take someone like Phillips in the 2nd round or Ojulari in the 1st, if we trade back, that's pretty much wraps everything up.
Yeah, and I put out the tweet. I said, hot take, the Giants' pass rush got better this year, and the defense overall got better, which is crazy to think about because we were already 9th overall in the league.
And then Jake Sports Cars is saying we need to replace Dalvin Thomas. And
He's
listen,
already been
a lot
replaced.
of people are
Austin
saying this,
Johnson
and
did a
it
hell of a
makes
job
sense.
last year.
It makes sense, definitely. It makes sense to say that you have to replace that dude because of how dominant he was, and you might see a drop off. And a lot of people are saying Aleem McNeil, and I mean that's a good point, but I really feel like we have enough depth at D tackle to just not even have to replace him.
I agree.
Yeah, and we have
Because
BJ
Austin
Hill.
Johnson
And
did
BJ Hill
pretty
and
well with
RJ
limited
McIntosh.
snaps.
Yeah, BJ Hill, McIntosh, Austin Johnson. It's just too many good players. But before I want to move on with the draft, but before we do that, shout out to Sticky Fingertips for the $5 super chat. Can you make a legitimate argument that the Giants are not the most complete team in the NFC East? Because I can't. I'll say we probably have a little bit of edge over Washington, which I would say is a really complete team, but they don't have
the
a
only
quarterback.
reason we got an edge, is because we have our quarterback and they don't. That's the only thing.
But their receiving core looks crazy because Sims looked pretty good, and he wasn't supposed to be, but he looked pretty good last year, and he's going to be their number 3. They have a solid running back, even though I don't think he's as good as people think. They need to fix their offensive line just like we do, and their defense is their defense.
Defense is going to look good next year. Their defense.
And they got a nice tight end.
Greeny Green says we need a defense side that could take up 2 blockers. We have a couple of them that can. Dexter Lawrence for sure is going to be taking up 2 blockers.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence for sure.
Yeah, they all will take up
last
2
year.
blockers,
Last
man.
year, Ifedi was the guy that was double teamed 50% of his snaps, so he's definitely taking up 2 blockers. Yeah. When I say that Dalvin Tomlinson's already been replaced, I mean it. Like before we even signed Ifedi, he was already replaced.
And just think about it though. Ifedi his 2 years ago as a rookie, he had 7 sacks, and that was him as the 3rd pass rusher. Last year, he was the only pass rusher there. Daniil Hunter, I think, was injured.
He was injured, exactly.
The other rusher got traded to Baltimore. Yannick Ngakoue got traded to Baltimore. So he was the first option. And that's obviously not what he is. And he's going to be a rotational guy for us, and they're going to say, just go get the quarterback. So I think we look good.
Our pass rush is good, man. On 3rd downs, we're going to have Williams, Ohedebo, and Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is going to run the nose. Williams is going to run the end.
Don't forget about Lorenzo Carter. Don't forget about Lorenzo Carter
coming.
I'm talking about just the defensive line part, because that's what everybody's worried about. Because Dalvin Tomlinson always ran the nose, and it was Dexter Lawrence and Williams. But now it's going to be Dexter Lawrence running the nose, Williams on the 3 technique, and Ohedebo at the other end, with Lorenzo Carter screaming off the edge, because I believe that dude's going to have an incredible year this year, because he was balling last year. And what makes it so good about Lorenzo Carter, he's very good in coverage as well. And don't be surprised if we put Reggie Ragland on that other end if Zimenez is not producing, or if we don't draft Ojulari or something, because Reggie Ragland has a blitz capability as well from the inside and out. That dude's better than what people think. Detroit Lions almost ruined that man's career. I'm telling you.
They ruined every linebacker's career. They ruined every linebacker's career over there.
Well, like I said, I want to move on. But shout out to DJ Smooth for the $2 super chat. We went in 11, 12 games. Shake my head. But I wanted to move on and get to this 49ers pick. I think Hub was up.
Yeah, let me get Surtain. It's you, Alex.
That's a very good pick.
It's like Darisaw.
Yeah, I think if they can get Surtain, they'd be excited. Darisaw, yes, that's a no-brainer. But shout out to Daniel Saint for the $5 super chat. Wyatt Davis won't be there in the 2nd round. Yeah, I doubt that too. Who else is a good offensive line in the 2nd round?
Take Creed Humphrey.
I think Creed Humphrey and Landon Dickerson, one of them should be there. So you might be able to move one of them to guard, or have them play center, whatever you want to put them at.
Who's up?
It's on me. The Vikings select Ojulari.
Overpay?
I think he's better as a rusher than Pay, but he pays all around.
I'm talking about the fit to the Vikings. Though.
Yeah. I think Ojulari could play in a 4-3.
All right, 15. Man, it's hard to figure out what the Patriots need now after all their damn signings. I can't remember all their signings they made.
I mean, they
signed everybody, man. They signed everybody, basically.
They signed every position.
KB. Yo, they could go Farley if they're still looking to get rid of Gilmore.
Oh,
yeah, they could go Farley here,
and they have a tender
Farley.
on
And Farley's still on the board. Yeah, so I'm gonna take. I'll take Farley.
Yeah, and that's another good point there, Diggy, because they do have the tender on JC.
Yeah,
Jackson
so they might
well.
lose. They're gonna probably lose one of those corners. So
yeah,
Farley might be a move. So I know Cardinals fans are punching the air right now.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Because if they could have gotten Farley, but they'll settle for J.C. Horn, and I think he's a good player too.
I think he fits them better.
Yeah, I think he does too.
I believe
But
Jason
shout
Hall
out to
fits them way better than Farley.
yeah, shout out to DJ Smooth for the $2 super chat. Washington, San Francisco. I don't know. I think if San Francisco wanted to move on, I think they would have traded Garoppolo to the Patriots a couple weeks ago when they had the chance.
Is Deshaun Watson being traded still a story? I mean,
I think they're going to bully him into just staying there at this point.
Yeah.
And now, who knows if these rumors are true or not? I think if they're not true, then they came from Houston. So that's just my opinion on it.
That's so hilarious too.
Because the dude that came out with that information is the owner's neighbor. So
yeah, that's why I'm like, I never want to doubt victims,
exactly. You don't want to
that's where it gets into a real conversation of people faking it, and then you're putting actual victims down, and they'll never get the attention that they need. Versus, this is actually kind of sus. 22 people at once, and the person who's reporting it is friends of the Texans owner. It's
neighbors with the owner and friends. That's a little.
That's
crazy.
I think to stop things like this, you need to give them the jail time that the person that if he was actually approved to do the things. They should get that jail time.
They should get the
fake rape cases and all that bullshit. Sorry to curse, but man, that's messed up, man.
Yeah, my last stream got limited as far as the things. So I guess there's probably a 4-word curse word limit. So we got 3 more.
All right, how about you're up?
Yeah, I'm up. Real quick, by the way, did you see today's episode of Attack on Titan yet, Diggy?
Man, this is about to be my 3rd week behind. I'm 3 weeks behind.
Oh damn!
I gotta watch the whole show. I didn't know.
Man, last week I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen, so I didn't even watch.
I'm almost done with Hunter x Hunter. Then I'm gonna hop on Jujutsu. I still gotta watch Fire Force too, but it is what
I gotta
it is.
check that out too.
Let me get Quiddy Pay here for the Raiders at 17.
Yeah, that's a nice pick. He fell
into the pass rush. Love it. National Max Crosby. Boom.
Just as a quick side note, I don't know what their philosophy was this offseason.
It was to get rid of all their offensive linemen. Basically.
Yeah, and add another running back, which they don't need. But anyway,
that's John Gruden, man. You can just never question him. He just does his own thing.
It just seems like there's
white banana.
It just seems like there's a recurring theme of coaches who take breaks and come back to the NFL don't succeed. Gruden and McCarthy are 2 of them. Anyway, with the 18th overall pick, who did I go with the Dolphins? We went Jamar Chase. Okay, so we're going to take Elijah Vera Tucker.
That's a nice pick. And side note, we were talking about coaches that came back and blah, 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 but what do y'all think about Urban Meyer this year? Do you think that his whole philosophy is going to work?
I say he's the Jaguars' new coach, right?
Yeah.
I say he gets the Jaguars 3 to 4 wins, and they start rebuilding in the draft. If he doesn't get any victories more than 4 to 5 years within the next 2 to 3 years, he's going back to college.
Yeah. I saw one thing that was interesting, though. As he said he doesn't like the NFL because they're signing players and they're not even meeting them.
Well, at least we're not doing that because now we're meeting with you guys.
We took the time out.
But yeah, with Urban Meyer, for me, it's going to be a wait-and-see situation.
Same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Urban Meyer's just not used to how the NFL works. He's just so used to college people and recruiting high school players that, this is out of his comfort zone. Who's next?
So me. Yeah. With the Washington no-names, they take Najee Harris.
Oh, Harris being punched for real. Over Mac Jones. I don't care
what Washington football team fans talk
over
about.
Mac Jones?
Hey, that's okay. He slides to the Bears right there.
Disrespectful, Pats.
Shout out to DJ Smooth for the $2 super chat. Trevor, the real deal? I think he is.
Oh, I think he is for sure. I think he's a safe quarterback. All right, so Bears are on the board. I think.
Stop acting as if you don't know who you own.
Wait, no, they brought back Allen Robinson, but with those other receivers,
he has no intention of bringing those guys back. I'm getting Rashad Bateman
over Mac.
Yeah, that's a nice drop. Oh, listen, yeah.
I mean, you could get Mac Jones, but you know what? I was gonna save him for later, but Fine, let's go Mac Jones. We're going Mac Jones
Oh, he
here.
changed it.
Yeah, I'm changing my mind. Let's go
Oh,
Mac
man.
Jones. I gotta get one draft in where I gotta get my man Mac
Foles
Jones.
and Dalton.
Yo, Diggy. Bateman does slide in for the Colts.
That is perfect. That's perfect. I mean, I wish that I was so sure that Nelson Aguilar would go to the Colts to where I didn't even pick receiver sometimes for them. But Rashad Bateman is a nice spot. That's a nice spot for him.
Mac Jones.
And now I got 22 with the Titans. And who am I looking here for the Titans? Because the edges that I would mock to them regularly are gone. Maybe a wide receiver, actually. But no, for some reason, I feel like the Titans wouldn't go wide receiver in the first round. I feel like they'd probably take the chances in the second round. So let me see who's there defensively.
Rousseau, J.O.K., Barrett, Barmore, Osai, Bolton, Melifonwu, Zaven Collins, Morik.
Not really.
Do they need a corner? They might need it.
They might, right? Who's their number one corner right now?
I have no idea.
Just because of that, give them Melifonwu.
All right. Because I know they had Malcolm. They had Malcolm. Malcolm.
They're
Super
losing
Bowl.
both Butler and Jackson. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Malcolm Super Bowl and Adoree Jackson.
All right, we're gonna do this again. Luca, you're coming to pick for the Jets. Let's go.
Well, this time he's actually making the pick.
Yeah, this time. Well,
Last time he just reacted to my bad pick.
Yeah. Who did we pick with the second overall? Penei Sewell.
Penei Sewell, yeah.
Trade back scenario again. So or more. You took Davis the last time you were at 23. Just saying.
Let's see what's on the board.
Is Jalen Phillips available?
Oh, he's available. Yeah.
Yeah, he's available.
There's Joseph Asai. There's Rizzo still there. Wyatt Davis is still there if you want to go line.
Yeah, tell him that Phillips is still there.
Phillips is still on the board as Hubby just said. Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips.
That's a solid pick.
That
It's a
is.
very damn good pick.
He out of here. You're going to listen to a real string.
I see you, Don Burr.
Have a good one, Don Burr.
All right, it's on me.
Yep.
All right, with the 24th pick, the Steelers select Joseph Asai.
Yeah, I can see that. A lot of people say
Yeah,
O-line, but I can see them needing the. I mean, you got Ben Roethlisberger throwing the ball, so why not? I mean, might as well help the defense.
Jags are up. I'm going to have them taking Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Now, did they take a linebacker? I don't think they did. I mean, did they sign one? I don't think they did.
I don't think so. But they need defensive help everywhere.
Yeah,
I
but
usually-
I know one thing. Jags fans have been raging on Twitter because they want a tight end. So
They want. I don't know. I mean, they should. If it's not linebacker, if it's not a defensive player here, it should be O line, not tight end. But
They also got 33.
I can see this too. I could definitely see this pick too. Travis Etienne.
Yo, shout out to Brett Higgins. He's out here apologizing for Lions fans. It's okay, bro.
Don isn't bad. I mean, he's in almost every stream. So
Yeah,
I
seen
swear,
Don
Lions fans
multiple
aren't
times.
as bad as Don. Don't hold it against us.
yeah, I don't have issues with Lions fans.
Yeah, I watched Dose of Dion 2.0. Lions fan, good Lions fan.
Who's up?
I think
It's you, Diggy, I think.
is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, okay, it is. All right, Browns. I'm gonna take. Let's see. I'm gonna take Zaven Collins
mhm.
because I think he can give them that pass rush and he can, fill in at that linebacker spot inside too.
So I got the Ravens, and because I know for a fact Lamar cried himself to sleep last night, give them Terrace Marshall.
Right? Yeah, because he tried to get Juju and Kenny Golladay and was unsuccessful.
Oops.
Well, they were lowballing those dudes. They were lowballing. them.
Yeah, I don't know why. When they're trying to win the Super Bowl, like right now, they should throw all their money away and try to win the Super Bowl at least. But it's whatever. Man, Kadarius Toney's still on the board. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Within the past 24 hours in the mock drafts, or at least I've stolen some picks from people. I know I stole the Hubs pick last night. I also think I stole kids.
Yeah, you do.
Night.
You did. You did like 2 of them.
I'm going to do a similar situation here. I'm going to take Nick Bolton for this New Orleans Saints.
Wow.
And the Packers are pissed off.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Packers could go Tony.
They could.
Right here, that's their only choice. Kadarius Toney right here. Because you just took their 2 linebackers that they were looking at.
All right. We've got the Buffalo Bills.
Does anybody know if the Bills trade for Zach Ertz went through, or was that still a rumor?
I think that's still a rumor.
Question.
Okay.
And that was good that you brought that point up because I think I'm gonna have them taking Mr. Freiermuth. I'm just making sure I look at all my options first.
And that makes the Bills legit contenders, man. Because that's what they really need tight end.
Yeah,
I
I'm going
think they were
Freiermuth.
always legit contenders, though.
But I'm saying
but their defense,
Like
needs
favorite.
help, man. Their defense needs help. They surrendered like 30 points a game last year, man. They're terrible.
Oh yeah, they need it.
Yeah, but all right. So runner
Back
up.
to you, Diggy.
It's just flying by. The Chiefs. Now they brought back pretty much everybody. I think they're gonna find a way to bring back AB. I'm gonna go Etienne.
For the Bucks, I'm going to
Oh, that was the Chiefs. Oh my God, I thought I was picking for the Bucks. Y'all even heard me say I think they're gonna bring back AB.
Yeah, I wonder what you was talking about.
I was thinking I was picking for the Bucks.
Man, you done messed up.
I'm gonna go Rousseau here for the Bucks.
All
Yeah.
right.
Because he can learn from Pierre Paul.
Yep.
Yeah, exact clones.
Oh
almost.
man, that
You
one
done
hurts
messed
because
up,
they don't need
man.
Etienne because they have Clyde.
2 years in a row, they go
I
running
like
back.
Etienne better than Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Don't do that, man.
Come on.
What?
Don't say that to the LSU fan, man. It hurt his feelings.
I think he's better than Clyde, but I think Clyde is good enough to not have to take a running back that high.
True. Let's start off the second round right. Christian Barmore to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, he's sticking out like a sore thumb. And we got some tackles on the board too, and Wyatt Davis.
You screwed up the Jets, man, because they could have taken ETN.
That's what I'm saying, man. I hate that.
They really could have.
They screwed you.
And who did the Jets take? They took Sewell and who
What up,
else?
Simon?
Sewell and Jalen Phillips.
What up,
Sewell and
Arjun? Simon?
Jalen Phillips.
Yep.
But shout out to Sticky Fingertips for the $2 super chat. Rousseau dropping
he
to 32.
He will.
Now listen, I think this should happen, but you might be right. A team might just jump on him because of the perceived athleticism that I don't see on tape.
Don't be surprised if the Giants, after they get Adoree, go Rousseau.
Stop. Don't
Listen, man, I
put
mean,
that into existence. What is wrong with you? What's
just
wrong
saying.
with you?
I'm just
I'd
saying.
rather take
Don't be
Ronnie
surprised.
Perkins at 11 than
What's
Who's
worse,
the-
that or Jadeveon
the fourth-
Clowney?
Yeah, you just put that into existence, dude.
People are saying Rousseau at 11 is a chance. I don't want it.
I bet
I
it
mean,
is.
they said
I don't
that, they
want it.
said
I'm
that
just like, don't be
early.
surprised.
Listen, they said that early on in the draft process, but like nobody's saying that now. So
I'd
don't
rather
bring it
take
up again.
Brevin Jordan at 11 than Gregory Rousseau.
The tight
I'm
end.
going to take
Hey,
Kyle
but look,
Trask
look,
at 11.
Look, Gregory Rousseau can sit and learn. If we did
We
take
going to have to sit for
See,
a long time.
behind who? Who is he learning from? Denebo and Carter? Yeah, come on, man.
and
Sitting
Williams,
pass rusher.
No,
at 11.
Williams is not the same pass rusher. They're not the same kind of.
Listen, man, I don't care how long he sits and learns. I just don't think he has the physical ability to play in a 3-4.
Bro, just
I
be
just
like the
don't
M-
think he
just be
does.
like the
What
NBA,
the
bro.
Raiders
Draft
take?
them and trade them.
They have no philosophy anyway.
You said who are the oh you said Raiders? Okay. Who's up for the Jets?
with the 34th pick, the New York Jets select safety from TCU, Maury.
There we go.
Trevor Mark.
They just
He
got
fell a
Marcus
little bit.
Joyner, so interesting.
Is Joyner isn't Joyner a free safety though?
Mm-hmm.
They got him. They got Marcus May. They
Yeah,
got
they have Marcus May over there, but
Oh, I mean,
Three
Borg
safety
is better
set.
than Marcus May. Yeah.
all right. I'm up. Atlanta Falcons. They went. Who they go before?
Zach Wilson, right?
Zach Wilson. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm gonna have them going. I think they should probably draft O-line. There's a bunch of O-linemen here, but I can't remember who exactly is on their O-line anymore.
They lost Alex Mack, right? Then they need a center.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going center this high when Wyatt Davis is still on the board and Tevin Jenkins and Jalen. They still have Matthews. Do they have a right tackle?
Caleb McGarry. They have Chris
McGarry.
Lindstrom, the inside guard.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, bro.
yeah.
Really, the only thing they need is a.
Those guys are
hold on,
garbage. Those guys are
hold on.
garbage, though.
Hold up. Shout out to Sticky Fingertips for the $2 super chat. You saying that the Giants will trade up to 27
for Greg
to
Rousseau.
take Greg Rousseau?
Oh my god.
Hell
man.
no.
Listen,
no.
man, that might make me madder than taking him at 11.
We don't give him no assets to take no Rousseau now. Come on now.
I'm gonna go.
They could use a middle.
I'm gonna
linebacker.
go.
I
I'm gonna
can't
go
stand
Jason
him.
Owe. I'm gonna go Jason Owe.
Hmm.
I think Jason Owe is Olivier Vernon.
Yeah,
That could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. I mean,
It's just so
a whole
close,
bunch
but
of
so
pressures, a
far.
whole bunch of hits. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, still no updates on Adoree Jackson. They say he's supposed to be meeting with the Giants tonight, so we'll get news either tonight or tomorrow. That's what I'm
If
expecting.
we sign him, it better be a cheaper contract because
I think it's a 1 year, around $6 million deal. That's what people
Yeah.
are thinking.
And the cap hit's
Yep,
gonna be
and
like
it's
$2 million.
Yeah, right. Cap hit's gonna be like $2 million.
Mhm.
Backload.
Cap hit is going to be negative $2 million. It's going to give us money.
Yeah, right.
Chump
you have
change.
to pay us money for us to. Yeah.
Basically, get more than Anthony Harris did with the Eagles.
That's
yeah,
insane.
I think if I
That's
think if
insane
he
how
makes
he
it
got
to
$5
the
million.
Eagles facility, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's not a top 15 talent, man. Listen, I mean that's your opinion.
He listened.
That's
He
your
listened.
opinion.
Yeah, well, he probably listened to ESPN. That's why we listened to.
He's listening to Daryl.
Hey, when you look at
Daryl
that dude's film, he's not a first round pick. If you look at
I
his
just
film.
don't see it on film, man.
Thank you, Big Pat.
I mean, all of his sacks are from nose tech. I don't.
Yeah, what they put him in NASCAR sets, didn't they?
No, they put even more than that.
right?
They put him at literally not even 3 tech. They put him at the nose tackle position. He's going to get folded in the NFL in nose tackle.
I don't know.
crazy.
I think it's about leverage when it comes to defensive line. If it was just by pure
And he's
power,
6'7".
man, most defensive. That's what I'm saying. It's about leverage. His arms are long as hell. So if you get his arms on the guy before the center or the guard can put his hands on him, leverage means a lot.
I just don't think he can get low enough, man. I just don't.
Yeah, but when you're rushing
Who's up,
from nose tackle, you're going straight. You're going
That's what I'm saying.
head to head with somebody, and you might get help from a guard. You're gonna be handling a center and a guard every snap. No, this ain't gonna happen. There's a reason why there's an Aaron Donald in the world and why he's so special. I mean, there's a reason for that. I mean, he doesn't.
And
play
Aaron
nose.
Donald is about what, 6 feet, 6'1" or something, or
Right.
shorter.
Donald's
Right.
like 6. I mean, Aaron Donald's like 6'1", 6'2".
That's what he's not tall at all. It's a reason why he's able to be that explosive in that small space.
I think Gregory Rousseau's ceiling is Calais Campbell. If he can get his strength up like Calais
Oh
Campbell,
my
I
God.
think he'd be decent.
I don't know. Calais Campbell was way bigger.
He got to
than
put on some
Rousseau.
weight, man.
He's got to gain like 100 pounds.
Not 100, but he gotta
Calais
put on
Campbell
some.
was a living giant.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I said that's his ceiling. I think his ceiling could be Calais Campbell.
I don't even see that. I see Greg Rousseau as being a developmental guy. Yeah, I see him being a day 2 guy. He's probably not going to go day 2, but I can see him going day 2. He's
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
see
do
him. Yeah. But who's up now? Is it me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. For the Dolphins, we went Penei Sewell first. No, we went. Who do we go?
Jamar Chase and
Jamar Chase. Okay.
Damn, Jamar Chase.
Fine. I want to see
third?
Vera Tucker.
Jamar Chase and Vera Tucker. There we go. Okay, so the
Very tough.
Dolphins signed. They signed Will Fuller. They have those other receivers. Where else would the Dolphins go? Let's see.
Good question. Maybe interior line, maybe? I don't know.
Well, Vera
Mhm.
Tucker, I was assuming will play interior.
Linebacker,
Good point.
That's a good point.
off ball linebacker.
So
Yeah.
if they're going linebacker, I'm going to go Baron Browning.
Mhm.
Mm.
The Eagles. Where in the world do the
Fly,
Eagles go?
fly.
Who did they go
Everywhere.
first time? Pitts?
Yeah, no.
they went. I forgot who they went first round.
Scroll up. I'm pretty sure they went
Let's
Pitts.
see.
No, I
No,
took
No,
Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals
Jamar
took
Chase, I
Pitts.
think.
No, the Eagles got Justin Fields.
Justin
Oh, yeah, right.
Fields. Oh, okay
You
then.
can go anywhere, Kush. You can literally
Don't
go
the
anywhere.
Eagles need a receiver? The
Let
Eagles
me-
probably need a receiver here.
Eagles need
I'm
everything.
actually gonna go Jalen Mayfield.
Yeah, that's
Over
good.
Tevin Jenkins?
Oh, Tevin Jenkins still there? Then yeah, let me go him.
I would say linebacker, to be honest.
I was thinking
Yeah,
O
they'll always
line
ignore
or corner.
I think they need O line, man. They had to bring in old man Jason Peters and move him back out the tackle when they signed him as a guard.
Well, I'm going to try to
Jason Peters
save.
got to be at least 40 now.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Yeah, I
dude-
think he's like 39.
Dude's ancient, bro. Ancient.
Well, I'm trying to save my YouTube GM job as the Bengals. I'm going to take Wyatt Davis here.
Oh,
Yo,
that's
for real,
perfect,
bro?
Yeah.
Like I was
He said
picking
for
42.
real, bro?
Sorry,
I'm
sorry,
picking 42
sorry,
as well. I'm
Giants
like
fans.
Davis is slipping, bro.
Sorry,
man.
not
Yeah, Wyatt
sorry.
Davis has no business at 42.
I think that's Alex's. That's his thing, man. He's gonna steal everybody's picks. All right.
I can't. Yo, the Panthers. Did they resign? Who are their tackles? I forgot who their tackles are.
Oh, man.
There's Greg Little,
They have Moton.
Moton. Yeah.
I think their tackle spot is good.
And they put Parsons the first round, right?
hmm
Oh, Lord. I think they go Levi here.
All
All right.
right, Levi.
Captain Levi.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Well, how do you say that name?
Hey, y'all give me
Levi
1 second.
on Wazuriki, bro.
Hey, can y'all carry the stream for about 2 minutes? Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
KB, you're up, right?
All right, I'm up with the Denver Broncos. I believe they picked a quarterback, right? It was Lance.
Yeah, they got Trey
Yeah.
Lance.
You have
All
you have 2 minutes on the clock, more than
All
we'll
right.
keep that.
2 minutes on the clock. Oh wait, how the hell? Wait, how can I even make this pick?
Exactly.
He's not there.
That's why I said you have 2 minutes to
Oh,
kind of think about it.
all right. So we'll just play the waiting game, guys. That's fine. So
Do they need online?
they could use O-line. I mean, that guy they drafted out of Utah a couple years, Garrett Bowles. I mean, he had a good year last year, but I mean, he's extremely inconsistent. It can definitely go.
Do
They
they,
don't
need a
need
middle
to-
linebacker?
Did he need-
The only linebacker that I know that they have is Alexander Johnson.
Yeah, they need a linebacker.
Yeah, that's
Can use
a
the linebacker,
So maybe
but-
O line or backer might be
Yeah.
the pick here.
We got 2 minutes. I gotta check their damn depth chart. Broncos depth chart. All right, let's see. Let's look at their tackle spots. Oh, they're not too bad. Well, they could use a right tackle actually.
What about Juwan James?
Right. No, Juwan James is not there anymore. Apparently. Not
How?
saying
What
anything.
Really?
happened?
He probably signed somewhere else. He's not on the roster.
That
I could have sworn he was.
that's weird.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He's not on the roster. Inside. Oh, Josie Jewel, Alexander Johnson.
From what I read, he's still with them. He just opted out last year.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah.
gonna be coming back.
Oh, because he doesn't show up to be here. But so I guess O line is good.
Weapons are good. O line is good.
They have a pretty decent roster. They just suck.
You would have to judge linebacker
Fangio.
yourself to see if you think it's good.
I mean, Josie Jewell's all right, just a run stopper. Alexander Johnson, I don't know too much about him to be honest. I'd probably go inside linebacker, but who is on the board for inside linebacker? Can't even see. Their secondary is looking pretty mean though, man. Pretty mean. Ronald Darby, Kyle Fuller, Justin Simmons, Kareem Jackson.
So it's not a good defense or not a good roster this year. Fangio's gone. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I expect to beat the Broncos.
We faced them, right?
Yeah, we face them at home.
Oh,
Sucks as the schedules are not coming out till May again. That's stupid.
What's not coming out to me?
Schedules.
Oh,
What's
man.
going on? I didn't miss anything. I thought you guys were picking.
Well, we can't make the picks.
Oh my god! I just realized that. Okay,
we kind of
who
planned
did
it
you-
out. But
So who you guys going with?
I want to look at inside linebackers for.
You got
Jabril Cox. I'm going Jabril Cox, even though he was on the board. Let's go. Forgot all about him. All right, now you're up, Diggy.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Lions. They went receiver. They went Devontae Smith. They don't have any. Who else do they have? I'm gonna double up on receiver if I can't think of.
Yeah, you can because
Who else they have? They took Devontae Smith.
Yeah, they lost
Golladay
Golladay and Jones.
Yeah, they don't have anything. They lost like 4 receivers. So I'm gonna
Yo,
go with
Moore?
Rondell Moore,
Oh, what a
That's
pairing
stacked,
there!
bro. Devontae Smith.
What a
and Ronald
pairing!
and that's gonna be Devontae Smith is used to playing with Jalen Waddle, and he's pretty
Yep.
similar.
Mm-hmm. I love Rondell Moore, man.
So I got
Love
the
that
Giants, and I'm
Yeah,
taking
they
Creed
missed
Humphrey.
out on him barely.
Give me
You're
Creed
taking
Humphrey.
Creed Humphrey.
Yeah. You
So
either
you
play
gonna
him at
put
center or
Creed
you move him
at
to
center or
guard. That's what I'm
He's
saying. You got
left-handed.
the option. You could play him at center or you move him to guard.
Yeah, competition. Need
All
the
right.
competition there.
49ers. Let me view the cornerback room.
I think they went Surtain first round. So
They did.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I think Juan Williams is still a free agent, but let's go back to all. What the
Okay.
hell did they need? It's interesting. I might just go BPA here, honestly, but
Kyle Trask is available.
Trask is available. You know what? Let's double up on corner. Let's take Greg Newsom.
Oh shit! That hurt. My bad.
Right, dude.
He's what I do. Damn, that hurt.
All right, I got the
All right.
Cowboys.
You got them boys, man.
What did they go in the first round?
They took the tackle Slater.
Oh, they took Slater in the first round. Okay,
Yep.
that's actually pretty damn good. Damn.
Satya
What's the
Samuel's
second
on the
safety on the board?
Richie Grant is
They
still
got-
there.
they
They
got-
love Richie Grant. What'd you say?
Yeah, that's the safety, ain't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, safety. Give them Richie Grant. They do
Yeah,
like
I know.
Richie Grant.
I know
They
Voss
actually need a
Lombardi,
safety.
the Cowboys YouTuber. He breaks down a lot of college tape and stuff. He loves Richie Grant in the second round to the Cowboys.
Mm. All right. This is I think it's a no-brainer in my opinion. I'm gonna go Sam Cosmi here.
So yeah, he fell a lot. So that's
Yeah.
a solid thing right there.
Yeah, I was thinking about taking him 25th overall, and he falls all the way to
Exactly.
45. Let's go.
Diggy.
Oh, okay. We got the Pats. They signed everybody, but they traded for Trent Brown. Who's their other tackle? They got rid
Isaiah
of Marcus Cannon, didn't they? But Isaiah Wynn, did he play last year, or was that the year that he was hurt? He was hurt the year before that. He got drafted 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, he got drafted in the same draft class as Will Hernandez.
So I'm gonna guess they'll give Isaiah Wynn some time. They took a corner first round.
Mm-hmm.
They got those 2 tight ends. Let's see. Who do they have at running back?
James White's a free agent.
Sony
You
Michel.
got Sony Michel and the other guy.
Damian
Because
Harris.
I want to take
Yeah.
Javonte Williams, but I feel like Bill Belichick wouldn't do it.
You know, I'm
because
surprised that
probably-
they didn't make a run for Peyton. What's his name?
Yeah.
From the Broncos. I'm
Lindsey?
surprised. Yeah, Peyton.
Oh,
Lindsey.
Philip Lindsay.
Philip
I was
Lindsay. Yeah, I don't know why
confused.
I'm
I was
thinking
like,
Peyton.
Peyton.
Yeah, Philip
Okay.
Lindsay. I'm surprised they didn't make a run at him.
All right, say Peyton Hillis.
Oh man.
Ah.
Let's see. What are they? They're getting old at linebacker.
They just re-signed Calvin Noy.
Yeah, but
Dylan Moses, dude.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking of because they're getting back Dante Hightower, but he's getting old. So
True.
I'm gonna go with wow. They really listened to him and they moved up Jameer Davis a lot. But I'm gonna take Dylan Moses.
So I got the Chargers, and they took Darisaw, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he took Darisaw.
What else is their needs? Do they still need more O linemen?
Maybe another corner because, like, I know Michael Davis. They also cut Casey Hayward.
Because if they need another tackle, I mean, Mayfield is right there.
Oh, they got Balaga. They got
Yeah, they got
Darisaw.
Bulaga and Darisaw is fine.
What's their
Yeah.
inside looking like?
They could use a guard. They got rid of Trey Turner.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Trey Turner was bad for them last year. He was injured.
Yeah, that was a bad trade. That was a terrible trade, dude.
Yeah, let's go. Let's replace Trey with Trey then.
You got Landon Dickerson, a
bullshit
couple of
trade.
these centers here.
I'll replace Trey with Trey.
There you go.
I love
Trey
Trey
spelled
Smith.
Trey.
Dude. I like Trey Smith, man.
Oh
The-
no, Brett Higgins just told me the Chargers signed the guard. Oh, that was a little too
Oh
late.
man, who did they sign?
Somebody from the Lions, he said.
If it's somebody
Take
from the
Trey
Lions,
Smith.
he's probably bad.
See, the thing is, Giants fans have been so locked into the Golladay stuff. We probably missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They also did sign Matt Filer from the Steelers. I must add that. I
They
forgot.
did? Oh,
Oh,
well, no,
damn.
Alex.
that's who they was talking about. The guard from
That's
the line. Yeah, he's gonna
legit.
play guard for them.
No, that's
This
That
was
legit.
line is
Steelers,
good.
But yeah.
Alex, why? Jesus, bro. Like
Damn,
that's
good.
legit.
I've
They
been
don't
doing
need
a
Trey
lot of
Smith.
damage the last 24
But
hours.
but did they sign him to play tackle or
I would. as-
Matt Filler came
Filer
from
play left
the
tackle. He plays right.
No, he's not gonna play
Arjun.
right. He's not gonna play left tackle.
Arjun, that's a
Left guard.
lie. I don't like Greg Russo, so I don't like everybody.
I would assume left guard or at least a reserve spot because.
But who
he
did
got
they
Filer.
sign from the line? Oh, Abusi.
I don't know who the hell that is. So,
He's a
Yeah, I
right.
don't
He's
know
their
who that
right
is.
guard.
like
I
I
mean,
said,
wouldn't
if he's a guard from the Lions, he probably sucks. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I
sorry,
wouldn't trust
Brett.
him.
Nah, Brett says
But
that
he said he was good. No clue why they cut him.
No clue. Bro, we were saying the dude from the CFL was good. What was his name? Brett something.
Brett Jones.
Brett
Jones
We
is
were
good.
saying- Nah,
He's
he
decent.
sucked in Minnesota. Sucked in
good
Minnesota.
center.
Sucked
We-
in
we
Minnesota,
won that.
but
we won
when
that
he-
trade.
When he started, what was it like? How many games for the Giants? He was good.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
but
was
he was
good.
that's the whole sample sizing with offensive line. Like Nick Gates, everybody thought Nick Gates was great. Everybody thought Bobby Hart was great when he first started. Everybody thought
Gates is good.
everybody thought
Bobby
Chad
Hart?
Wheeler was good. Everybody thought Chad Wheeler was good in the 3 games.
Oh
that
wait,
he
let
started.
me get to
Sorry,
this
Mama.
super chat. It's a little bit up here. Shout out to DJ Smooth for the $2 super chat. What are y'all thoughts on Kirk Cousins?
The epitome of
Um,
average.
I think I think Kirk Cousins is just this. Listen, if proficient on the test was like a 50, Kirk Cousins is a 50.00001. That's what I think Kirk Cousins is, right above average.
Yeah, my pro comp for Daniel Jones coming out was Kirk Cousins.
Oh my god, ew.
Sorry about it, but it was.
All right, here's the confusing strategy for the Raiders. Who'd they take? That's a good question. Who'd they take in the first round? They took
Oh, I gave them Quiddy Pay.
Quiddy Pace. That takes care of that. Corners, they're still working out on. They lost a lot of offensive linemen, so that's where I'm.
They need a center, and Dickerson is there.
True, very true.
and Deontay Brown.
Let's see. They need a right tackle because of Trent Brown. Let's see what offensive tackle looks like.
Let's see.
They're still Mayfield is still there. right?
Mayfield, Leatherwood, Eichenberg. Oh
That's
man,
some good picks right there, man.
they usually don't last this long.
All the way
Um,
down,
in these
all the way
mocks.
down to Walker Little is good picks, man.
I'm taking Jalen Mayfield here.
All right.
And I'm not wasting any time. They're taking the tackle right after Alex Leatherwood. I can't see his last name.
Eichenberg.
Eichenberg.
There you go.
Now, are you sure?
Eichenberg.
The Cardinals, they traded for Hudson.
They need
I'm pretty
tackle help, don't
sure.
they?
No, they need a tackle though. They got
Yeah.
Humphreys, but they need a right tackle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Okay, so Eichenberg here at 49.
That's not even a question. The Cardinals need tackle help so bad.
That man, Kyler Murray, running for his life, the little midget.
Man, what?
They were better last year than the year before, though, I must say.
Yeah. All right.
Definitely.
50th overall here. We got the Miami Dolphins. They went Jamar Chase first, right? And then after that, they went what?
AVT.
AVT. And then what they get with their
You can scroll up to that one.
Did they have another second round pick? Or?
Yeah, they had a second round pick earlier, I think.
Let's see.
Baron Browning.
Yeah, Baron
Oh, they
Browning.
did not. Oh, yeah, they did.
No,
Okay.
Baron Browning. Okay, so they got a linebacker. All right. So they got a lineman. They got a linebacker. All right.
Al Trask is on the board.
Trask.
Trayvon
Oh
Brown.
man, what's their edge looking like? I don't think who do they have? Who do they have an edge rusher?
Manuel Ogba, I think they lost Shaq Lawson in that Texans trade. I mean, I don't know how
Yeah.
much he plays.
Yeah, you might want to head over to that edge.
Yeah, because I mean they don't really have a lot of needs on that team. So I want to go Ronnie Perkins here.
All right, so Washington, they got their receivers in free agency. They got see what else they need. Did they take a quarterback earlier?
No.
Yeah, I think he gave him Mac Jones.
They passed on Mac Jones because he went to the Bears. Mac Jones went to
Yeah,
the Bears.
Najee Harris is grabbed up.
Najee Harris, that's
All
who
right.
went to Washington.
Okay, so they don't need a tight end. I'm not going to pick a tight end for them this early.
They got Thomas.
Linebacker is a need. That is a need for them. And safety is a need. So Nasruddin is there. And let's see who's here at linebacker. I'm going to make a lot of people upset, and I'm going to give them Chaz Surratt here at 51.
Great pick. Great freaking pick. That hurts us a little bit, but
Surratt behind that defensive line is crazy, man.
we're going to test his coverage ability, though, this year.
Oh, yeah.
All right, next. Go ahead. You alive,
It
Hub?
is me. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was distracted.
We had like a picture of himself
My-
taped on the screen, like
No, my man, browsing through Twitter, seeing who to call goddess.
Oh, it's funny you say that because if you go into my likes, like literally a couple seconds ago, that was it. But that wasn't what I was looking at just now.
I'll be saying the Hub's likes, man. I'm like, that's why they call him the Hub, man.
That's what.
Listen, you could go check and judge the recent one. But what I was looking at is, how on, in general on Twitter, on YouTube, if you're a content creator, people will accuse you of stealing ideas or accuse other people of stealing ideas from you.
Yeah,
That's just what I was thinking about. Because, y'all know I be making my t-shirts and whatnot, but I always wanted to make a Kenny G t-shirt, but like everybody's making a Kenny G t-shirt now. So I'm like, I'll probably stay away because people would probably accuse me of stealing ideas. But speaking of which, if any of you want a t-shirt, KB's wearing one example of one that I've made right there, the Wayne Train one.
Rip the Wayne Train.
But yeah, so I'm Chicago. I'm Chicago, right?
Yeah.
And they took Mac Jones earlier. This is their first second round pick.
Yeah, I believe so.
So then let's go to wide receiver.
Oh, there's gonna be some good guys on the board, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent here. St.
Oh,
There
Brown,
you go.
yeah.
Elijah Moore.
I don't know, yo.
Nico
St. Brown or
Collins,
Moore, bro?
Diami
Which
Brown.
one?
It's really like who you need. Like,
Well, they have
Tylan
Allen already.
Wallace.
Yeah, they have
Tylan
Allen already.
Wallace.
Let me look up something real quick.
You can go the slot guy. You can go the slot guy to match up with Allen if Allen Robinson even plays. But go to slot guy with Elijah Moore.
I'm gonna go St. Brown because I really don't know if what's his name is gonna play.
Allen Robinson, yeah.
Also, there's trade rumors about Anthony Miller. I don't know how true they are.
Oh man.
Very true. That guy's a head case.
Who?
Anthony Miller.
Anthony Miller, he's a head
Oh
case,
yeah.
man.
So we going with Elijah Moore?
No, I went St. Brown.
Oh, St. Brown. All right.
He's an
He can play
effing
outside, inside. Yeah.
Well,
1 F equals 1. Wait, we got Asante Samuel Jr. still on this board, man.
Who needs the corner? Tennessee. Wait,
I don't know.
Maybe
Tennessee
Tennessee. No, I
already
feel like
is.
we took a corner for Tennessee.
I think we did.
Yep.
Yeah, we took Melifonwu.
Okay,
They
yeah.
don't need another corner. Or do they? They might need one.
Butler's gone. Jackson's gone. So
I'm thinking of somebody else. Let me look up their roster real quick before we forget.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
crazy.
like-
The 2 starting corners are gone.
just like the 2 starting tackles for the Chiefs.
Yep.
They're reinterested in Mitchell Schwartz, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that'll be. Let's see.
Wayne Train.
Christian Fulton. Now, I'm pretty sure that dude. He
He's
was a
all
rookie
right.
last year.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
he's
this
an
year-
LSU guy. How do you not know him?
No, I'm saying how he's played last year.
Was he injured for some of the time?
Yeah, he was injured last year. I'm thinking because I've seen some of them say like we got Christian Fulton, we don't need one right here, but I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing to double up on corner. I mean, worst case scenario, the dude plays in the slot.
Yeah, true. That's why I'm taking Samuel with this pick.
Somebody's
The
Pop Tarts
Colts
are
took a
ready.
receiver in the first round, right?
Your toasted strudel is ready.
Oh, that's me up next. I'm tripping. Okay. Colts. They
Well,
went.
hold
No,
on.
it's actually on me. It's on me.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm gonna take it out of it.
I could have sworn that KB just made a pick, but that's
Nah.
With the Colts pick, they take a Lean McNeil.
Yeah, that's a drop, man. Because I would have taken him. I would have considered
Chandler.
taking him for the Giants, but
All right. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, I know they went a different pick other than O-line in the first round, so I got to go O-line here and take Alex Leatherwood.
it's
Yeah,
not a
that's
mock
a
draft until you get this comment.
Oh,
No.
yeah. That's for
Someone
sure.
just pops in the stream and they're like, "What is this?"
I will.
Well,
I want to see his
going
mock draft.
Man.
Probably take Rizzo at like 1.
that's what they'd be like. This is a perfect mock draft. Rousseau at 1. That's exactly where you need to go.
Who's
So now it's my
this
time,
is yeah.
right? All right. So Seattle, they've been complaining. We got dude complaining because of the offensive line.
Gabe Jackson they traded for, so
They traded for Gabe Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay, so they got that interior. Who's their center?
Damian Lewis. And Ethan Pocic and Damian Lewis rotated last year. That's what I remember.
Okay. So I'm cool. I'll go with Spencer Brown there. To make Russell Wilson happy.
Somewhat.
It's like, here, you crybaby.
The Hoob is up next. Is
They
you muted?
refused that trade from the Bears.
Now I got the
Let-
Rams. What in the world do the Rams need?
They just
probably-
need
probably,
Aaron Donald
I-
to just keep being him.
They probably need another tackle because Whitworth is getting really, really old. That man's
Another
Tackle.
DT, maybe because
They
Brockers.
say tackle, center.
Oh, I'm
edge.
thinking tackle or corner because they also lost Troy Hill.
True.
But their room is crowded. That's why they lost them.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What they
Yeah,
had.
a lot.
Oh,
They
man.
They lost Ebukam and they lost Michael Brockers.
Did
They
they
lost
lose?
Floyd too.
All right, let's see what's up with
Yep.
outside linebacker.
Edge.
Bash
Bash.
him.
Yeah, give him Basham.
I'm gonna bash him.
That's that just like Greedy Williams, bro. That's a good name for an edge.
Exactly.
Boy, there was a prospect probably back in 2016. Eric Stryker from Oklahoma. He was an edge rusher.
Oh man, I like that name. I like
Yeah,
that name when
Eric
it's coming out,
Stryker.
too.
By the way, because KB brought up the joke that I was probably on Twitter looking for a picture comment on, I just got in my notification. Somebody was watching the stream and they just
It's not
tagged
a joke
all of
when
y'all.
it's true.
They just tagged all of y'all on the recent one. Bro. I can't do this in peace.
I can't.
I can't scroll Twitter. I can't scroll through Twitter in peace, bro.
I man, thirsty. My man Hub got some good taste. I ain't gonna front. I don't know where you finding them at, but
Go to last night's stream. Kid Blue shared his screen and definitely exposed them.
God, that was probably the most epic moment on stream I've ever seen in my life. That was so spontaneous, and it was just 8K, bro. 8K.
I didn't expect it.
I didn't expect
Let's
it.
see.
That man was so confident. My man said, "I bet you won't find one."
I mean, you admitted you have to scroll for a minute.
But it was yesterday, Kush. It was yesterday.
That's like J Tufeli.
Well, it was 2 days ago from that day. From yesterday. Yesterday's yesterday. That's hilarious, man.
It's on me with the Browns.
Yeah.
It's okay,
Dude,
Kush. We're all struggling with something.
Go to Browns need.
Let's see.
Browns don't need too damn much.
Linebacker.
Yeah, I
They
got him a
already
linebacker. I think they got Zaven Collins. They could use a safety. They saying here. They're not going to take another corner because they have Greedy Williams and a guy who's actually really good.
Denzel
Ward.
Ward.
They could use an edge because Zaven Collins can't play two spots at the same time.
Give him
And then
Quincy
they're
Roche.
saying
Give him Quincy
Roche.
Roche.
Yeah, I love Roche. Let's see.
Oh, I just call him Quincy Roach. I thought it was, I don't know if Roach.
That'd be awful, man. Like imagine being in school and just your last name being. Well, it is a lot of people with that last name. Dang.
Right.
If anybody in the chat was that, I mean, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and put the F in the chat for you.
Just a caution, though. Greedy Williams was out all last year.
What'd you say?
I said just a caution. I looked it up, and I thought this site was lying, but I went to another site to reference that Greedy Williams was out all last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
That's
has
why
the
they're not.
potential.
That's why they
If he
won't
doesn't
take
do
one
it-
because he's like a.
If he doesn't
draft
do
pick.
anything this year, he has the potential to be a bust. Just saying.
He's not gonna be a bust.
Oh my God! Did you guys see Tiki Barber back with his antics saying that if the Giants signing Kenny Golladay would be stupid?
I've
Oh,
seen a
bro,
lot
that
of
was a
people get
couple
mad
days.
at that.
Yo, Kid,
Yeah, that was a
why
couple-
you always late
the
on
late
these,
news.
No, somebody retweeted it just now as a freezing
So you
cold
still
take.
wouldn't
He
have
was
found
just
out.
bringing it back up. But I mean,
okay.
I've seen a lot of people mad at that. But when I read the article, I mean, it just seemed like he was hating. It seemed like it was actually his opinion.
But he just hates
Listen,
the Giants. Everything
Tiki
he
knows
says
what
is
he's
against the
saying when
Giants.
he's saying it, Diggy.
He knows how to. Yeah,
I feel like
he's
this
been
man
doing this
doesn't
since-
want to. Oh yeah, go
He's
ahead.
been
KB.
he's been doing this since 2007. We're already used to it. It
Yeah,
doesn't
I-
matter how passive aggressive he does it. We know
I feel
he's
like
saying
I feel like he doesn't want to repair the relationship at this point because bro, like you know your relationship with the fans and the organization at that point. You know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I mean, at that point, that would mean that he can't give his honest opinion on the Giants, and that's his job. So I think he was really giving his honest opinion. His argument was that the Giants.
I'm not
rebuilding,
saying
and he
don't
doesn't
give your
think,
honest opinion. I'm saying don't say it by the Giants that don't want an alpha receiver. Like
Oh,
that.
no, that's
that
not what Tiki
wording.
Barber said.
Didn't he
what
say
Steve
that
Smith
they don't
said.
want an alpha receiver?
That's
No,
what
that was
Steve
Steve
said.
Smith.
That was Steve
Tiki
Smith.
Barber
Steve
said
Smith
that
was the
Steve
captain
Smith.
of Dave
Oh, Steve
Gettleman.
Smith's another one. Steve's another one. He hates Dave Gettleman. So
Yeah, Tiki Barber said that the Giants shouldn't take Golladay because they're rebuilding, and that's tying up a lot of resources into one player.
Yeah,
So-
but you got to know that the cap is going to skyrocket. So that's why they're doing these deals like this, because the cap is going to skyrocket. It's going to cover it. We just need to home
Yeah.
our talent now, our own talent. We're going to have like $40 million after all the contracts and everything are done next year to re-sign Peppers, maybe Saquon Barkley. And then if Daniel Jones balls out the year after that, it's going to
Yeah,
skyrocket
he's gonna get
again.
that. Yeah.
And then we're going to re-sign Daniel Jones. So I'm not worried about that. That's why they did those deals like that. That's the
Exactly.
only reason why they did those deals like that.
So we got the Saints up here. Who's making his pick? I think that's KB making the
Kid
pick.
Blue.
Right?
Oh, all right. Saints. They just got rid of Janoris Jenkins. They don't need O-line help, and their O-line is great. I'm actually jealous of their O-line. They could use another DT on that defense. Yeah, Sheldon Rankins went to the Jets. They could use another corner.
Great pickup by the Jets too.
Yeah, it was. Who did the Saints go before? Bolton, right? Bolton.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So let's stay away from there. Let me see tight end.
let's see.
Give their
Brevin Jordan is there.
yeah. I'll probably go Jordan just to give their new quarterback some help, man. Because every new quarterback needs a safety blanket, and that's usually the tight end's job. So I'll take a tight end here.
Light, the mini version of Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
And with the Bills here, they went Pat Fryermuth first round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I'm going to give the Bills Javonte Williams all the way at the end of this second round. I think
that would be a fantastic slam dunk pick there, man. Guy that can be the workhorse and have Singletary with the subbing in.
Who I remember I had the Packers last time.
Well, they signed it. So what happened with Keanu Neal? Because I was completely ignoring whatever happened with Keanu Neal because it was at the exact same time that Kenny Golladay got signed.
Yeah.
So did he go to the Cowboys? He went to the Cowboys?
Yeah,
but
he wants to play weak side linebacker.
Why?
I don't know how I feel about that.
In a 4-3, dude.
I mean, I understand his logic. Like he can do it, but I mean they have linebackers there. And they could have just taken one.
That just tells me that they're confident they're gonna lose one of their linebackers.
Well, they have two linebackers there. They don't have three, and they run a 4-3. So
yeah, I understand that part, but
they run a 3-4.
I thought they ran a 4-3.
No, they run a 3-4.
You
what?
4-3.
They run a 4-3.
I'm pretty sure they run a 4-3.
They haven't ran a 3-4 since
DeMarcus.
what's his name?
DeMarcus Ware.
No, they
DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah,
they haven't run a 3-4 since.
I could have sworn they ran a 3-4.
No, because that defensive end they have, that's a classic 4-3.
Yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence is a Tank Lawrence is a 4-3 guy.
Yeah, that's a 4-3.
Oh,
but I was thinking that they would just take a linebacker in the draft.
I could have sworn they had Smith and Van Der Esch on the same field in the middle. I don't know.
But they're not both middle linebackers.
That's the nickel. That's when they're in their nickel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, who should I go here for the Packers?
They didn't get a linebacker first round, right?
Go Pack, no.
I think I might have given him Tony.
They took a receiver. So this is what's here at linebacker.
Man, no love for Warner.
I really don't know who to
go. Who else would they go? I mean, when you look at the Packers, their needs are wide receiver and linebacker, right?
Well, they can use O-line too.
Right tackle, I think. Yeah.
And interior too. They lost Lindsley, right?
They did lose
him, Lane Taylor, and they cut Rick Wagner.
Lane Taylor and Wagner and Bulaga.
So Landon Dickerson is still on the board.
Yeah, so go ahead and get Dickerson. He's still there. And I'm gonna have to head out now, though, guys.
All right, yeah, we're not gonna stay on too much longer, but man, thanks for coming on.
No problem. Shout out to Diggy, shout out to Big Blue in the Bronx, Pat and KB, everybody in the chat. Y'all have a good one, man.
All right.
I was gonna say he kind of stole my pick right there a little bit, but I have so many O-line options here that should have been assessed in the first round. I don't know. I'm not taking Deontay Brown. Go to tackles.
All right.
I'll take Radins.
Yeah, I like that pick. And this is the last pick in the draft. The last pick in this draft.
The Buccaneers. They take Michael Williams.
I think that's a solid pick. Solid pick. All right. So let's see what the Giants ended up getting. Lagging a little bit here.
What the heck are the Giants at?
That done went all the way out.
Ah,
But the Giants ended up getting Waddle, and we ended up getting Waddle
oh God, who they?
second round.
I want to say Hub picked the second round.
Yeah, he
pick.
did. We took Creed Humphrey. He took Creed Humphrey.
Reed Humphrey.
Okay.
Yep, that was it.
All right.
All right. So that's who the Giants took. We went 2 rounds, so went pretty deep.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna end the stream right here. Thanks for everybody that's still in here. We got 147 people in here. We had about 350 at one point. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here.
Later,
Thanks for
guys.
having me on, man.